Hello there, people. I am Brian,
And I'm Brian.
and this is Brian versus Brian, episode 13, The Mandalorian. This is the way we talk about The Mandalorian. I think we'll do a season one recap, and then we'll go into season two territory, talk about the premiere episode. Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it, bro. Anyways, uh, I know you were late to the Mandalorian party as far as season one goes. So what were your thoughts as a show, as a Star Wars anthology, and as a first, what is it, the first episodic uh, television format kind of Star Wars thing?
hmm Yeah, I watched um, the first two episodes when it premiered last year, and I didn't really like it, so I kind of just tapped out and gave up. I didn't think the first two episodes were that great, so I kind of just walked away from it. And then the rest of the season premieres, and there's a lot of buzz around it. A lot of people seem to like it, even more than the new trilogy. A lot of things like, oh, this is the Star Wars we deserve, and all this stuff. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Those first two episodes suck. Um, so I kind of always had an itching to get back into it to see if it gets better. I talked to you about it. I think on episode 2, we briefly discussed it, or our streaming wars one. You were saying that it gets better. I think a lot of people I've talked to about Mandalorian, when I say that I dipped out early, they say, "Oh yeah, keep with it. It gets better." Um, so I binge watched all of it yesterday, and it's okay. um, I think I didn't like it more than I liked it. Out of the 8 episodes, I think I really liked one of them. I'm assuming that it's probably everybody's favorite because it stands out amongst the rest. But the other seven, you know, it's fine. Um, I actually almost texted you yesterday after I watched or during episode 4 because that episode really fucking pissed me off to the point where I'm like, I maybe we should pick a different topic because I do not want to waste the rest of my Saturday watching this show. But I stuck with it and continue watching it. And yeah, it has some cool stuff. I think the things that it's got going for it, they have some fun world building. It's kind of cool to see the Mandalore Creed and kind of what they do. Um, but yeah, overall, in terms of just like the single episode plots, I just found all of them to be pretty bland. Um, Hi, sorry, we got a little guest here. Get down. So yeah, that was kind of my thoughts on it. Going into season 2, I was kind of like, it was okay. And I think the Clone Wars, which is another kind of episodic Star Wars show, is far superior than the Mandalorian. Um, because I love the Clone. I don't know if I'm assuming you like the Clone Wars too, but no,
Not really.
no. Yeah, I love the Clone. I think that Clone Wars is fucking rad. But yeah, this one's okay. I don't know. I didn't love it, but that's kind of my overall thoughts on season 1.
Right on. Uh, I like it a lot. Um, I think comparing it to the Clone Wars is a bit uh, unfair. I mean, this is a Star Wars anthology. Clone Wars very much has Jedi and stuff.
Hmm
I feel like this is just like a Western set in Star Wars universe, and which I thought was really cool. Uh,
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's really cool to see the
yeah,
Western genre in a Star Wars
and
setting.
I like the lone wolf stuff. It's not overtly Star Wars, which is what I like. It's in that world. Everything that's been in that world, where they tried to do a spin off or something, has been so overtly Star Wars. Hey, it's young Han Solo.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? We're fucking stealing the Death Star plans. Remember that?
hmm
Like this is so out, not trying to connect itself to anything, that I really enjoyed it. It's just a different story, but it's in that universe, so that universe feels a little bit more believable.
Yeah.
Uh, and I thought the Mandalorian, or I don't even know what this character is called, Mando,
Mando. Yeah.
was a pretty awesome character. I was like,
hmm
dude, this guy's a badass. It's just always fucking people. It's like Jean-Claude Van Damme, I bet, underneath that helmet. It's
Yeah.
it's not Pedro Pascal.
Hmm. Yeah, I was kind of bummed that you see his face. I thought they were gonna keep his helmet on the whole time, but
Yeah, don't worry. I'm pretty sure he walked out, right? I'm pretty sure he quit the show. So
Oh, he did?
like midway through filming of season 2, I
Oh,
think.
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I think they replaced him, and so they probably won't be taking that helmet off anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah, I heard it was he was pissed that he didn't get to take his helmet off more because he's on this super popular show and no one gets to see his face.
Yeah.
It's an actor ego for you.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I don't think he didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't finish season 2, but I've heard that it's mostly not him, anyways. Like he's barely ever actually in the suit, so who cares?
Yeah.
Anybody could imitate that voice and just whatever.
Hmm.
But yeah, I like the show. I thought it was the visuals of the show, man. It's like I could legit like when the first premiere episode of the first season when they start like I think it's a planet exterior and you see like that ship and it's all chromish and just
Hmm.
it seems like the production value is cinema worthy.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I could see this in the theater, and the sound and everything. It sounds like a Star Wars film. Um, yeah, the stories were a little weak, but I wasn't expecting like Save the Universe, Jedi's, or anything. Some of the episodes are stronger than others. And what episode were you talking about hating? Is that the Bill Burr episode?
No, that's actually the one that I like the most.
Oh, really? You like
Yeah.
that one the most?
I'm
I
assuming that's what everybody liked because that episode stands out as far as entertaining goes. For me, anyways.
I think I liked the episode where they're like saving that village
Ah, fuck, that's where I almost gave up.
and there's the walker. I thought that episode was sweet just to see a walker again and you get some good baby Yoda stuff. That was pretty awesome. Like he's fighting that chick and I love that. And Yoda was just sitting there with the little broth cup. Baby Yoda's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Baby Yoda's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we have to get into a versus here because the one you're talking about is where I almost fucking walked away. I felt that episode was massively lazy and just fucked. Like when that episode starts, the episode starts with these villagers in this village, and they're kind of in their garden, kids playing around, and all of a sudden they hear a noise, coming from this nearby forest. They're like, "Oh, everybody run!" And all of a sudden these bandits come in and kind of run amok. And then the dust settles, and they're kind of shell shocked. And then cut to the Mandalorian title screen. At that moment, I'm like, okay, cool. So the Mandalorian's going to land on this planet. A couple of villagers are going to go into town. They're going to hire him to protect the village, and then he's going to decline at first, but then they're going to talk him into it. Then he's going to go into the village. He's going to teach them how to fight. And at the very end of the episode, the bandits are going to come back, and they're going to fight, and they're going to win. They're going to ask him to stay, but he's kind of conflicted. I don't know if he's going to stay or not, but he's going to leave. And guess what happens in that episode? Like I predicted the whole episode within the first 2 minutes, and I'm like,
That's okay.
and you want to know why I predicted it? It's because it's the fucking Seven Samurai plot.
Yeah.
Which has been done so many times.
Yeah.
And it's the second time in the Star Wars universe that it's been done because they did an episode of the Clone Wars. They even dedicated the whole episode to Akira Kurosawa, which is the director of Seven Samurai. So it's like, you've already done this story in the Clone Wars. Why the fuck are you rehashing it for the show? It felt so lazy. The whole time I was just like, oh, okay, this is the part when. It was just like, ugh. I'm fucking done. But I stuck with it. But
Yeah, that's a basic Western plot too. That's a basic Shogun plot. And the reason they did it again on live action is because it looks way cooler when it's not drawn by freaking 9-year-old Chinese kids for 20 cents an hour.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not good when I can predict a whole episode. That's not really good storytelling as far as I'm concerned. But
that was it's a little foggy in my mind. It's been a while since I watched season 1, but that's not my favorite episode. That I think I'm remembering it now. I'm thinking it was the episode where he works with that. What the heck is his name? Like Ignat or something. The guy that always says, "I have spoken." Is that what he says?
Oh yeah. And
It's
he's
like
in like the first two episodes, I think.
yeah, like one episode where he just does they're hunting something. They team up and they have to hunt something. I don't remember what the heck were they doing.
In episode 2, when he comes back with Baby Yoda, his ship gets raided by the Jawas, and then he has to go get the egg from
Oh yeah.
that monster, and Yoda saves him, or Baby Yoda saves him, or whatever. But
I like that episode. I liked
yeah,
it. I love it. How he gets the egg and the Jawas get the egg and they just want to eat it.
yeah,
Just, just eating the slime.
yeah.
I thought like the armor of the Mandalorian is really sweet.
Yeah, that was fucking cool. I like how they take currency and then they melt it down to make armor. I thought that was badass.
Yeah, the the Beskar armor or something.
Yeah.
What those bars are called. Um, and yeah, it's kind of cool. He has this different armor for episode or two, and he's slowly adding parts to it. Till
Hmm.
till season 2, he's like pretty much all this shiny metal. It kind of sucks. It's like I wanted to get like one of the action figures for my mantle. I was like, dude, that's like the episode 2 one. Like,
Yeah.
where's the final armor? No one wants the red chest piece. Like, hey, this is before he got the cool stuff.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah, I agree with that. I think all that stuff was awesome. Yeah, I don't want to like completely shit on the show because there are some aspects I really liked about it. And that's one of them is seeing the Mandalorians and kind of how they are in this tunnel system and they have this creed and like all that kind of world building. I thought was really cool.
Yeah, and your boy from Clone Wars did an episode. I don't remember which episode he did.
The creator,
Well,
the
yeah,
Dave Filoni or whatever.
yes, him.
Yeah. He did a couple of them.
Bryce Dallas Howard, right? She directed an episode.
She did the Seven Samurai one, the one that.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I was like, what?
um, so yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it a lot. It was definitely fun. It leads me to believe the Obi-Wan series will be really good. At least the production values will be really good.
Yeah.
And I think Jon Favreau did really awesome as far as capturing the tone. Like it felt Star Wars to me, all the tones. Um, maybe they should have gave him the freaking movies. I don't know. Maybe he could have done a better job. But I think he's a really good guy to have in Disney's back pocket. Doing the live action Lion King, I thought was really good. It wasn't as good, but you're redoing a like crazy Disney classic. But I thought it was fun and as good as anyone could do trying to remake the Lion King. And of course, Iron Man, the perennial beginning of the real superhero world building.
Hmm.
So I think as a great guy to have, and I think season 2 it starts off pretty sweet. I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah, this is easily the best like anthology kind of Star Wars content we've ever gotten. I think Solo was stupid. I think Rogue One was actually pretty good. Yeah, Rogue One might be up there, but this is pretty good stuff.
Yeah. We'll agree to disagree. I don't know. It's okay. It's definitely watchable. I do agree that the production value is through the roof. Yeah, some of the world building stuff I really liked, but just overall, some of the plots in these single episodes were just not that entertaining to me. Now, I'm kind of jumping ahead to the new episode, which we'll get to, but halfway through the new episode, I was just like, I think watching these, I think I'm the problem with like me not enjoying this. What I was kind of like fucking going through my head was that, I love Westerns and I've seen a shit ton of Westerns. Like I love the fucking John Ford, John Wayne stuff, Clint Eastwood and Sergio Leone, and even some of the just solo Clint Eastwood stuff. Shane, I love Westerns and I do champion them like taking the Western genre and putting it into Star Wars. I think that's really cool. My issue is that I've just seen these stories so many times that I like, you can dress it up how, with whatever you want, call it Star Wars, you can drop it into anything. But if you don't do enough to it to make it different, it just seems like the same shit. So like some of these plots, I just feel like I've seen it before and there was nothing that they added new to it other than I think they're leaning on, but it's Star Wars, so it's better, it's different. It's like, well, it's not different. And yes, it is Star Wars, but you're also just telling a Western story that I've seen a shit ton of times. So
Yeah,
um
but those plots are used in every storytelling device since the beginning of time.
yeah, because there's only like 5 plots that you can do, and everything is kind of rehashed, and that's fine as long as you do something different. I just don't think that the show does that much different for me to be entertaining. That's just me. But again, it's watchable. The production value is great. I think cinematography is great. Some of the acting is, is a little rough, but I think overall it's pretty strong.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Another little nitpicky thing is it was weird to introduce like a baddie villain in episode 7 in the last 5 minutes, and then a little bit in episode 8, and then you have a cliffhanger of him surviving a crash, and then it's like, wait, what? Where is this character coming from? Why did you introduce him so fucking late in the season? Like, why didn't you introduce him in or episode 1 so you establish like a bad villain who's hunting them or whatever? But they kind of just like, oh, here's a villain at the end. Like, who
Yeah,
the fuck is this guy?
that dude's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
The guy from Breaking Bad. Yeah, I thought that character was pretty sweet.
What'd you think about a sword?
Yeah,
Yeah. It looked kind of weird.
better than having a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like, don't give him a lightsaber, whatever. Apparently, there's many lightsaber alternatives now in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a fuck. It's a staff with electricity that you can fight a light. You can fight a lightsaber.
hmm
It's a sword. It's a vibra sword. Yeah, well, yeah. I guess his sword kind of was like a Kotor thing.
Yeah.
So I guess that's been done before. I liked his Tie Fighter, how the wings like
Yeah, that was cool.
flattened out, because I've always thought like, how the fuck are you gonna get inside your Tie Fighter if you like land it somewhere? It's like 10 feet up, you know.
Yeah, that was
gotta,
pretty cool.
you gotta climb the wing. So that, I think that made practical sense, and he thought about that. That was pretty cool.
hmm
And I liked all those scenes with the troopers. Thought those were pretty cool. I like the IG-88 character. I don't remember what he was named in this, but that character's super fucking awesome and funny in this.
Yeah.
I thought super. I'll protect the child. Just fucking mowing people down.
Yeah, it's rides into
Awesome.
town. Yeah.
And you think IG-88 is kind of a bitch character in like The Empire Strikes Back and stuff. He's always been as like, oh, it's a little fucking robot bounty hunter. What the fuck? But then you
hmm
see like how badass a robot bounty hunter can be.
Yeah.
Like, brr, brr, brr.
He's like twisting all over the place.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
head spinning, and
hmm
I was like, oh, okay, so maybe he can do something.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
So yeah, I liked all that. So overall, I, I liked it. It was something new from Star Wars, and it wasn't another, uh, you know, shitty film. There's so
hmm
much hype with the film they have to live up to. This is just a TV show. It's just enjoyable.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be, and it's done well for them. Um, so yeah, and I think it's going to open the door to a lot more Star Wars TV shows. So that's going to be fucking awesome. And I can't wait to inevitably hear the complaints that Obi-Wan is just a samurai movie, though, because that's what it's gonna fucking be.
Right. We'll see.
The lone swordsman in a desolate planet protecting
hmm
the young boy. My father was a great samurai.
We'll see. No, I'm,
But
I'm stoked for some fucking some Obi-Wan.
yeah, just to see Ewan back will be awesome.
hmm
Um, yeah, so we get to go to the premiere.
Yeah.
Premiere is pretty fucking cool. I mean, it wasn't that great, but there's just some cool parts that I think could lead into some really interesting storylines. Um, Timothy Oliphant. I love me some
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant, man.
Awesome. The Marshal.
Oh yeah, all fucking peppered,
hmm
all
Wearing
great.
Boba Fett's fucking gear, which was pretty fun.
I almost thought he was that one guy from Transformers who's married to Fergie. He's in the first Transformers.
Hmm.
It's
I
Pretty
don't remember.
handsome Oliphant looking dude, and I was like, is this Oliphant?
Oh yeah. The Josh Duhamel, or I think is what
Yeah,
his name is. Yeah.
because I feel like now that they've gotten older, they look more alike.
Hmm.
They've gotten gray. I was like, damn, which one is this? This is Oliphant, right? I had to look it up. I was like, God damn it, it is Oliphant.
Yeah.
But yeah. So speaking of the Boba Fett armor, so we got a character wearing the Boba Fett armor, and the first time he walks in, I was like, what the fuck? Because I've heard Boba Fett's going to be in season 2. And I was like, this is Boba Fett? What a little bitch.
Hmm.
He's all skinny and shit. He's like
Lanky.
he's like got the armor just over like some pajamas.
Yeah.
Like every part that isn't the armor is like super skinny.
Hmm.
I was like, dude, what the fuck,
It's
Boba
like a red onesie.
Fett?
Hey.
Yeah, it's like he didn't have like anything covering his neck. It's like skin and then the helmet. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, put on a turtleneck, bro. I thought that was weird, but then you come to find out, it's not Boba Fett. He just got that armor. They updated Boba Fett's armor a little bit. See, they had like that little red light on the chest thing,
Yeah.
like digital readout. That was kind of cool. Was it necessary? It's like, why you got to church it up?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty cool. I like seeing the armor, and then yeah, it's another basic protect my village plot.
Yeah.
Um, what else happens in the damn episode? That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, I think the first like 15 minutes were really good, where he goes to the little like arena fight thing, and
Oh yeah, that was sweet.
that was pretty cool. So yeah, I guess the plot now is he's trying to get Yoda back to his kind, and he's looking for another Mandalorian to kind of help him. But
Yeah, but to get his kind is not his kind as in his species. His kind is as in the Jedi, because he's looking for
yeah,
these sorcerers, which is weird. Add some lore to Star Wars that all of these Yoda type characters are Jedis. Like,
hmm,
that their species is an exclusively force sensitive creature, and that he's not trying to get him back to his species, but the Jedi. So that's kind of interesting.
yeah,
I'm sure we'll find out more about that kind of stuff. Um, and then they have the big reveal at the end, which is pretty fucking awesome.
I went over my head. I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you don't know who that is?
Nope.
So the reveal, they show like a scarred guy in like a robe on a hilltop, Tatooine. But anyways, yeah, that's Boba Fett.
Mm,
That is the character who played Jango Fett. That's the guy who played Jango Fett. So Boba Fett is a clone of Jango
right.
Fett, and so yeah, that's Boba. He looks like he's been burned probably by stomach acid, like he's bald. He's got
Yeah.
some scarring, and yeah, so that's fucking Boba. I thought that was pretty fucking sweet. Maybe
Interesting. Yeah.
I think he knows, like, now he knows where his armor is and he's coming to get it type of thing. Like, dude, that's dope. And they got the
Hmm.
actual guy to play him, who is Jango Fett, and Boba would look just like him. And
Yeah.
this guy's now in the age range of like where Boba would be in this timeline. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I
Yeah,
wonder where they're gonna go with that.
totally. I mean, I didn't like that he's in a black robe and kind of bald. Like, that's our first glimpse at Boba Fett. I guess
Yeah.
it's better than scrawny Boba Fett.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm back. I'm really hungry.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a team up episode or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be some conflict, and then they're friends.
Yeah.
I hope they're not friends at all. I hope Boba Fett's just like, fuck you. I don't know, because I'm sure there's gonna be some conflict because Mando is a true Mandalorian and follows the code, and Boba Fett is the most well-known Mandalorian, but he's not a Mandalorian at all.
Hmm.
He doesn't follow the code. He had his helmet off right there. Constantly, his dad's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah.
It's like yeah. You ever been to Coruscant? Once or twice. This fucking Australian dude. But I love that actor. I loved Django in episode 2. I thought he was easily the highlight of that movie,
Hmm.
in that fight with Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be pretty cool. and
Yeah.
see what happened, how he survived, and all that.
Yeah, I definitely didn't hate this episode. I think I'm not itching for more, but I'm gonna watch more of it. But yeah, I thought it was a fairly solid, episode one.
Yeah. It's like, why the fuck doesn't he have his armor though? I don't know. I think
Boba?
there's yeah, I think there's been some if he survived and he's here and the armor's on the same planet, you know what I mean? I think there's been some anthology stuff like the comics have like Disney, like canon stuff. I think it's already touched on him living. I
Mm.
think it was he wakes up with amnesia with some Jawas and yada yada yada. Jawas took his armor because he doesn't know he hasn't. Yeah, so we'll see if he knows who the hell he is, and maybe this is a uh, uh, one of those remembering your past type of
Mm.
things. You could totally see him going that way too. But yeah, I'm excited to see Boba Fett. That's gonna be cool. Obviously, the first one of the first Star Wars things Disney was ever gonna do was the Boba Fett movie, which never happened. Which I can't remember who is on board to direct that one.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Pretty sure it was someone bad though. Check that out real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any other highlights from that episode. Yeah, I mean, like you're saying, it's just another protect the village type. There was some weird, like on the nose dialogue, which was kind of cringeworthy.
Like what?
Like there's a scene where they're kind of making a plan or whatever, and they have these bones laid out, and then they have these rocks in front of it, and the bones clearly look like the snake monster or whatever, and they're
Oh
kind of
yeah.
leaning over it. And Timothy Oliphant's like, "So what are the bones?" And Mandalorian's like, "Oh, it's the snake monster. Oh, and what are the rocks? Oh, that's us." And I'm like, "God damn it! Isn't that obvious?"
I like the I liked that scene because it was like, well, it's not to scale. So that's what threw me off.
Oh
No,
yeah.
no, that's to scale. Nah, it can't be.
Yeah.
No, it's that big. And then he throws the little sand person throws extra rocks down. And,
Mhm.
oh, so we got some backup. Nice.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I volunteered your village. So yeah, maybe Boba Fett movie wasn't gonna be too great. Anyways, it's gonna be Josh Trank.
Mm,
So yeah, known for such great things as the Fantastic Four
yes.
reboot, where Johnny Storm was black and his sister was white, and it's like if you it's fine, make him black, but make his sister black too.
Yeah.
So it makes a little fucking sense. That movie was just fucking terrible.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I thought Chronicle was cool, his first movie, which is probably
Yeah,
why he got Fantastic Four, but Chronicle was pretty cool.
yeah, Chronicle was pretty cool. Oh, I guess he did Al Capone. I've heard terrible things about that movie.
Yeah.
That makeup looks fucking atrocious.
Looks pretty bad.
Uh, yeah. So maybe it's a good thing we didn't get him. But this guy, I think I seen him at the round table for like the Mandalorian. You know, they have the bonus features on Disney Plus. It was like
Mm.
they're really fun. You should probably watch those. That's pretty cool insight into making a Star Wars show. But I'm pretty sure he was at that table. I think maybe he directed an episode of The Mandalorian.
Josh Trank?
Yeah,
Hmm.
or helped him in some way because I feel like that guy was at that table. Anyways, that's The Mandalorian. This is the
Yeah.
way. Yeah. If you got Disney Plus, you might as well watch it, man. Because what else are you watching?
Yeah.
The Princess and the Frog and Halloween Town this time of year.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Hocus Pocus. Is that even on there? Is that
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
on there.
Disney? That's a Disney movie. You might even be watching The Nightmare Before Christmas. You gothic freak.
Mm-hmm. There's some Simpsons. I guess it's always good to catch up on some Simpsons. But other than that,
Yeah, fuck Simpsons. It's just too much of it now. I was like, I don't even know where to start.
yeah.
And it pisses me off they censored The Simpsons. Ah, God damn it.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
They don't have all the episodes. You know, it pisses me off. Disney has been they've been a little bit better now. They've been having the original versions and having a thing at the beginning. Well, this is culturally inappropriate now. Be careful. Yeah, the movie was made in fucking slaves were filming it. It's like, yeah, you're Disney. We know it's racist
Yeah.
as shit, but it's a classic film. You got to show it. So they've been better about actually showing the film and putting the warning in. But what pisses me off is there's a couple of them that they put the warning and say this is presented in its original format, it hasn't been altered, and then they still edit it. Have you seen this stuff? Like there's a couple of them that are edited, and then they say they aren't. It's like, dude,
Wow.
either edit it or don't. But don't say it's the way it was and then take stuff out and try to make yourself look better. Like, yeah, so we weren't that racist in 1941. See?
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. They're doing this with their old movies, like their old animated movies.
Yeah, like Gone with the Wind.
I thought they just took that off completely, didn't they?
I think they put it back on now. But there's some of them that they still won't put on, but God, put it on, man. But yeah, they're classic movies and classic cartoons, have like depictions of smoking and stuff like that. Cartoons, they used to smoke, dog.
Oh yeah.
They would get down. One of my
Smoke and
favorite
drink.
cartoons back in the day, I think it was a Porky Pig cartoon about smoking. And they're just puffing it up.
Mm-hmm.
They
The
make it
old
look
fucking cigars.
Make it look
The
so
old
cool.
fatties.
Yeah, they'll just give me another one. And I think it was an anti-smoking thing, but you're like, it looks like it'd be fun to try though. So that was just a little bit of what I have on my mind about Disney. It's like classics are classics. I think we can handle it. I think you can realize when something isn't appropriate.
Yeah.
And I don't think movies need to be appropriate. It's a fantasy. You know what I mean? It's like stand-up comedy. It's like people get pissed. It's not real. If that was a documentary, then yeah, I get a little pissed. But so
I like how stuff like smoking gets edited, or like maybe a line of dialogue is edited out, and then meanwhile you watch Mandalorian and people are being murdered left and right in every episode. It's like, oh, murder's all right. We can see people die all day. That's fine. But
murder's
God
fine.
forbid someone smokes a cigarette. We got to cut that out.
Yeah, I have like Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Cut out the titties and the masturbating. All the good parts. Oh yeah, so that's our thoughts. I guess Bryan didn't like it too much.
I like the first episode. I didn't like the first season too much, but I thought the first episode was fine.
Yeah, I think we'll go to some better places in this season now that it knows what it's gonna do and got a little footing behind it. I don't remember. I didn't check. I don't know if that first episode was directed by John or what.
Yeah, it was. It was written and directed. Yeah.
Right on. So yeah, I thought it was okay. I mean, yeah, like I said, if you have Disney, you might as well watch it. I mean, we're itching for more Star Wars content. There's not going to be much more in the way of movies, I don't think. They keep saying they're going to do some more movies, but they haven't really announced anything, have they?
No.
Are they still giving Rian Johnson that trilogy?
I don't think so. I think last I heard, I think he's trying to do more Knives Out murder, like continue, because there's I don't know if you've seen Knives Out, but there's a character in Knives Out, like an inspector. But I think he's gonna like take that inspector into a new case type of deal. So I don't know if he's doing the Star Wars or not.
Inspector Gadget movie, nice.
Yeah. And like in terms of Mandalorian, I know I was kind of shitting on the first season, but I do have hope that this season gets better for me. I mean, sometimes this shit happens. Sometimes season ones are a little rocky, and then the more they go along, the stronger they get. So I'm hoping that's the case. It's kind of a bummer. I didn't love the first season, but I think the episode 2 started off okay, and I'm hopeful it'll go places that that'll benefit the show.
Yeah. Go watch it. Decide for yourself. Season 2 should be fun to see what happens. Boba Fett is back. Maybe it won't be Boba Fett. Maybe it's Jango Fett. and then you find there's some fucking sewing right here. Got his head reattached. Some retcon.
Yikes! Like they did with Darth Maul. Oh shit! I should. Never mind. Spoilers.
I didn't like that Darth Maul shit.
Yeah,
I don't like Spider Maul.
that was a little rough. I was like,
He's-
come on.
and it's just completely different character. He's like it's insane and crazy now, and
Yeah.
he's just so stoic and like awesome in the movies.
Hmm.
I hope they don't put that fucking spider bitch into into Obi-Wan, but it seems like they will because he was in what was it, Rogue One?
No, no,
Solo.
he was
He
in
was in
Solo. I
Solo.
haven't seen Solo, but I heard that he was in it. Was he like a hologram or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he was spidered though. I'm pretty sure the hologram of him in Solo, he had 2 legs, just normal kind of legs, and he can like watch him spin his upper body with his lightsaber super fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out. I think it should go some places that everyone wants to know what happened with Boba Fett, so can't lose out on doing that. I mean, he is the most well-known Mandalorian. So
And they still got the samurai villain guy from season 1, which I was surprised they didn't show in this because the episode 8, the cliffhanger is him surviving. So I thought that they would show him again, but they didn't. But they still got him on their trail, so I'm assuming he'll pop up at some point.
Yeah, or maybe not at all.
Maybe not at all.
No, we got
Okay.
Boba. We got
Yeah.
Boba now. So yeah, check it out. That's our thoughts on the season 1 and then season 2 premiere. When did these come out every week or what? I don't remember.
I assume so. So the next one will probably come out Friday, I think.
Yeah, right on. All right.
So maybe we'll do another episode later down the road.
Yeah, we can do
Season 2.
Little bonuses or something. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. What's it gonna? I guess there's nothing else really to talk about. I guess that's the end.
Guess that's it.
That's it.
That is the way.
This is the way. That was the way and will continue to be the way. All right. Well, we have fun talking to y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.
Later.